right, today we're starting chapter 7, operations on functions. All right, everybody should have this right here in your journal. What we're going to do today is we are going to simply do problem number 1. We are going to find the sum of the two functions, the difference between the two functions, the product of the two functions, and the quotient of the two functions. So, in problem number 1, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight f of x in blue and g of x in green. So I'm going to highlight those two functions in two different colors as we work through this. So in your journal, you can write sum. And the sum is when you have f plus g of x. We're simply going to take f of x and we're going to add g of x. And I'll highlight it accordingly. Now, what is f of x by itself equal to in problem number 1? F of x is equal to 2x plus 1. So I'm going to put 2x plus 1. We'll put plus because we're doing the sum. And in green, going to, in parentheses, I'm going to place what g of x is equal to. And what is g of x equal to? X minus 2. Now, it's important to put them in parentheses just to get in the habit of it because parentheses matter. In this one, it really didn't hurt us, all right, or help us. But this is simply 2x plus 1, nothing changes. This is simply x minus 3. And when we add 2 x's to another x, that gives us a total of what? 3 x's. And when we take 1 and we add a negative 3, that's going to become a negative 2. So your final answer, everybody, your final answer of f plus g of x. What is f plus g of x? What is that equal to? What is the sum? 3x minus 2. That is the sum. That is your first answer to problem number 1. Now, before you get too excited, you're actually going to have 4 answers, okay? You just did the first one. F plus g of x. As I scroll down. All right, the next one we're going to do is we're going to do the difference. So right here I'm going to write the difference, which is going to be f minus g of x, which is going to be f of x minus g of x. And I'll highlight it once again. Got the blue book. Blue minus 3. Now, I'm going to take f of x, I'm going to take away g of x. This is where the parentheses are really going to matter. Okay, so let's look at f of x. Once again, what is f of x equal to? 2x plus 1. So I'm going to write here in the parentheses right here, I'm going to put 2x plus 1. And then up here, go back up here and look, what is g of x equal to? X minus 3. So we go down here and put the x minus 3. So this right here stays the same, right? 2x plus 1 is the same. However, we got a minus sign. So if we're in parentheses, we got to take that negative and distribute it to what? Not just the x, but to also to the, so we're going to have a minus x and a negative make a positive. So now we can combine like terms. So we have 2x, and we got to take away an x, and that gives us just an x. And then you got a 1, and you got to add a 3, and that gives us. So your final answer, everybody, for the difference, what is f minus g of x equal to? It is equal to x plus 4. That's what f minus g of x. That's the difference between the functions. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is the product of our functions. So I'm going to write the word product for your journal. All right, so here we go. Product. And that's going to be where you take f times g of x. And that's going to be f of x And we're going to do what of it? We're going to take f of x and we're going to multiply it to g of x. I realize you see a whole bunch of parentheses there, so don't get confused. We're basically taking f of x and we're going to be multiplying it to g of x. So here we go. In parentheses, f of x was equal to 2x plus 1. And in parentheses, g of x was equal to x minus 3. Now, in order to multiply these together, we actually have to know how to do the FOIL method. That's right. Here we go. FOIL method. FOIL it out. 2x times x is 2x squared. That's right. 2x times a negative 3. Negative 6x. Negative 6. 1 times x. 1. And 1 times negative 2. So we add them all together. And here is our final answer for the product. What is f times g of x equal to? You got it. That's it. That's your product between the two functions. So when you have a product between two functions, you just have to simply multiply them together. Whatever the functions are, multiply them together. In this particular case, we had to use the FOIL method to do it. And our final one is going to be the quotient of the function. So write quotient right here, everybody. We're going to write quotient, which is the answer to a division problem. And you're going to write f over g of x, which is going to be f of x divided by g of x. Right? F of x divided by g of x. Oh, by the way, because you can't have 0 in the denominator. So when it says in your notes, by the way, g of x cannot equal 0, that's because you can't put 0 in the denominator. Because you can't divide anything by nothing. Uh-oh. That means I got to leave here quickly. All right, listen up. Yes, that was recorded. So here we go. F of x. What is f of x by itself equal to? 2x plus 1. What is g of x by itself equal to? X minus 3. Now here's the cool thing about this one, guys. The cool thing about this one, this is the answer to f of g of x, because x minus 3 does not go evenly into a 2x plus a 1. So that one was kind of easy. All right? We will continue this assignment tomorrow. Hopefully you guys will understand what at least it's asking you to find when it's asking you composition on functions. Have a good day.